Ready. 90 Wolf.
Okay, we got to get this stop here, D.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
I was going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, come.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready?
For the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Owens. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Hey, exit. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Break.
58, Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Go.
58,
Ready to go.
58 to Mike. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team.
Let's go.
On first down, Lawrence. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check 31, check 31.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there. And they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 49, check 49, check 49. Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niner 16. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is Gordon on the dump-off. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Stand off. 5.
Johnson running right. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Ready up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, shoot. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. As his guys are in for 6 as the Bears push further out in front.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
Kill, turn up.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 20. Ready.
From the gun, Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Kill. Check 43.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. We ain't giving them nothing today.
Hey, watch that.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Bears.
Yellow. Why?
Check safety, check safety.
He's coming, he's coming. He's in.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Mahomes takes it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to air one out, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And that's caught inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check it back.
Go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. There goes a deep ball. In, and it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. You go tight. You go tight. You go tight.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, 57, 57.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ready? Go.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Bravo. Put up. 5.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Lawrence. He gets this one to Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's go to 50, play.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
What?
58, right over there.
5. Be grip.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, Lawrence. He finds his man Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 37, check 37.
Off play action. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down.
90 wolf. I smell fear in that offense. 6'6", pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. 40 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 10 over. 45. Get that quarterback, D-line. Shoot.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 14 yards. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Go. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big work.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The throw right sideline here is complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Lawrence. He sets to fire, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Let's go, baby.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
50, yellow. Attack.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Go. Go.
Hey, 15.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Gordon. And some room to work. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back
to throw, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And the Rams now have swung back in front in that game. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Check. Hot. Watch, twist.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.